A very good morning, students. So, our today's topic is prefixes and suffixes with foreign words. The things taken from foreign languages. We all know that English, is like the words are borrowed from different languages. So, it's like loan words or borrowed words we do have in English, under English. So, that's why when you refer dictionary, also these days you find salwar kameez, dhaba, you also, divan, all these are loan words which have been borrowed from different languages. Okay, so we all know what is a prefix and a suffix, which I have already discussed in the previous session. So once again, prefix is nothing but something which has been added before the root word, okay, where the meaning changes. Okay, so we all know that there's something which has been added to the root word before. For example, happy, if you add un, it is nothing but unhappy. So such things are also called as prefixes. Now we'll roughly go through certain Greek and Latin prefixes which we are using, in our day-to-day life. Okay, so there are some examples which have been brought, and I just can't read out each and everything. I want you all to have a glance. So if I really take the very a word called ultra. So we do have words with ultra, like ultra modern, ultra violent, ultra sonic. So the meaning of this Latin prefix ultra is nothing but beyond. So when I say ultra modern, it is beyond being modern. That means, the latest thing. The same way, if I talk about ultrasonic, beyond the range, which is being heard by a human ear. So when you get to know the meaning of the prefix ultra, automatically you can guess the word, what is the meaning of ultrasonic or what is the meaning of ultra modern. The same way, if I really talk about another word called super. So I'm only talking about those prefixes which normally we use in our day-to-day life. Now, when I take super, super is also a prefix from a Latin language. Okay, so it's a Latin prefix. So we all know that super is nothing but beyond or over. There are fixed meanings for these prefixes, students. So you should know what is the meaning, because tomorrow when you are really going to answer a reading comprehension or something, you do come across certain prefixes and suffixes. So if you know the meaning of the particular prefix, you can understand what is the full meaning of that particular word. Okay, so super is nothing but over or beyond, something which is beyond. So when I take the words like superior, greatest in rank, above in rank. Okay, the same way supervise is nothing but to lead someone, be over someone. So if you know the meaning of that particular prefix, you can automatically guess the complete meaning of the given word. Okay, so few more words. If I take the prefix called anti. Okay, it is a Greek prefix. We know anti is nothing but against. The meaning is against. So when I say antidote, it is nothing but the remedy to get rid of something. We take an antidote. Okay, the same way it's a remedy. The same way antiseptic, which we normally use, preventing infection, fighting with that particular infection and getting rid of that infection. So against is nothing but anti. The same way, if I really talk about miss, the meaning is bad or wrong. If I take the word mistake, an error, it's a blunder. Okay, the same way, if I talk about misfit, wrongly suit into that particular person. So if you know the meaning of the prefix, you can automatically guess the meaning of the complete word. So here there are few. Even this inter is nothing but between, we know. So if I say intermediate, it's nothing but coming between something. The same way, if I take interlude, it's nothing but an interval. So something which you're talking about the word between. So you can guess interrelated, something between two countries or two nations. So there are certain prefixes which are coming from Greek and also Latin, which we are using in English, and we are using them, but we should also know certain meanings of those prefixes because we are using them. Okay. Now going ahead with suffixes. Now suffixes, we all know suffix is nothing but something which has been added towards the end of the root word, and quickly a new word is coined. For example, happy, happily, educate, educated. Okay, so sometimes it gives a new word is coined. Okay, now there are also certain suffixes coming from Greek and Latin and German origin. You can quickly go through some. If I really talk about ist, it is coming from Greek. It's a Greek suffix. So something which is added to the word at the end with ist. It talks about, a person expert in that particular area. That's why, verbalist, or you call it purist, or you call it genetics, is nothing but, specialist in words or hereditary or, traditions. So when you're talking, you're taking the suffix ist, it is nothing but the expert. The same way when I really talk about arium or ari, it is talking about the place. The meaning of this suffix is nothing but place. It is a Latin suffix. So I'm not asking you all to know from which particular language this particular suffix is coming or, prefix is coming from, but you should know at least the meanings of those prefixes and suffixes. It is only, to make you all understand that there are some Latin suffixes and, Latin prefixes or, whatever it is we are using in our language. So as I told you, arium or ari is nothing but the meaning is place. So aquarium, a place where fishes live. Okay, library, a place where we store books. So if you really know, the suffix of these, the meaning is place, you can automatically guess something related to that in the given options if you have a competitive exam or something like that. Okay, the same way, few more. If I really talk about ish, ish is nothing but somewhat like, relating to that particular thing. Similarities. If I really talk childish, behaving like a child. Okay, the same way impish, being very naughty, imp-like. So somewhat like. So ish is related to that particular context. We use childish, he behaves, in a childish manner. So just like how a child behaves. The same way when I really talk about full, full is nothing but full of or providing. That is a suffix coming from German. So if I take healthful, promoting health, fully promoting health, plentiful, completely providing something, so this is what exactly, when you know certain suffixes, the meaning of prefixes and suffixes coming from, German, or what you call Greek or Latin, you can identify or you can guess the meaning of the complete word. Okay, so this will not come in 1 or 2 days, students. Definitely I'll make a list of certain prefixes and suffixes which we are regularly using in our day-to-day life. So if you know the meanings of those words, now for example, if I say if I take ism, it is all about talking about, belief. That's why we say Pavanism, Buddhism, Jainism. So it's all about belief. So when you know certain meanings of prefixes and suffixes, you can automatically guess the meaning of that particular word. Okay, I hope today's session is very interesting. We'll come up with more exercises. Thank you, students.